Hi, August Bryce here, getting the radio frequency levels, also called RF or microwave radiation, on Apple's AirPods. Watch the meter on the left for the maximum level in units called microwatts per centimeter squared. They're going to climb as it measures the continuing signal, and the readout's going to freeze on the highest level. The meter on the right, those LED lights are showing a real-time level of RF radiation in volts per meter. AirPods connect to your iPhone, Apple Watch, or computer via Bluetooth. That's the signal we're detecting here. If we used a magnetic meter, we detect magnetic energy too. AirPods are always on unless you disconnect or put them away. Watch the meter on the right to see what happens when the signal stops. So how much is safe? Well, if you only wore them when you were on a call, then you'd be exposed to less cell phone radiation than you would holding that phone to your ear. But honestly, avoid radiation by using an air tube headset. Hi, August Bryce here, getting used a magnet when the signal stops. Well, if you only, then it stops. But honestly,
Shalom, shalom. Call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High, in the name of His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida, and I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us His truth and truth is sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. Okay? Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. And I grabbed that scripture because most people would think this is, oh, it's not a big deal, or, got bigger things to worry about, Well, the truth be told is the Lord said to be not ignorant, man, which means you got to be, up on game on what's going on around you. These different devices that you may wear, and these devices going into these AirPods, man, or these wireless headphones. And I remember when these things first came out, everybody was going crazy about them. But I've never had a pair of AirPods, and the reason why is because I already knew that they was going to emit radiation, man. If those things have to link together, and they're communicating between one another, and they're between your ears, and that's going to through your brain. Okay, so you got to understand that this devil, though he coming out with all this technology is not for in your best interest. Okay, and the same thing with the Apple Watches. I mean, when his Apple Watches came out, I told people, "No, don't do it, don't get it, don't wear that shit." People still go and get it. But me personally, I don't wear an Apple Watch. I will not spend a fucking, if I can get an Apple Watch for $1, I wouldn't buy it. Why? Because of the radiation that it emits. Okay, and these devices emit dangerous radiation. Not only does your phone do that already, okay, your phone already emits dangerous radiation, but these devices that you attach to your phone emit more dangerous radiation. So it'll go from just being in your pocket to now it's on your wrist to now it's on your head. You see, and before you know it, your whole body is riddled with cancer. And this is what they want. This is where you cannot be ignorant of this, man. You cannot be simple in this world that we live in. You cannot be just, a fucking doorknob. Because if you are, you're going to be a doorknob with cancer soon. Okay, a doorknob with life-threatening diseases that dealing with these devils, man. She said the way to avoid it is to get on wired headphones, and that's what I have. That's what I use. I use wired headphones. People probably may look at me crazy, it may be, and I always see this video too of this guy going around people who have wired headphones. He'll cut their wired headphones and then he'll get them with some AirPods, and they're like, oh, thank you. Like, nah, man, I want my wired headphones because that shit gonna give me brain cancer. Okay, and that's the truth of the matter, man. But this right here is how we know that we are being ruled in a very by a very wicked and evil global elite, man. Okay, they want to kill you. Okay, they want to depopulate. Okay, by any means necessary, and they're giving us poison left and right. So you can't be ignorant of these things and just be taking in, going with the rest of the world. Let me grab that, because everybody else will do something. Jake, will say, okay, well, I want to do it because they do it. Nah, man. Exodus chapter 23, verse 2, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. So if you see everybody else going one way, go the other way, because it's damn sure evil, man. Neither shalt thou speak. That's the point. But you don't supposed to follow a multitude to do evil, man. Because everybody else doing it don't mean that you do it, you know. And that's something that we have to learn more and more in this walk. For when all hell break loose, and that time does come of the hour of temptation, and when the whole world is going one way, you got to be able to stand up and go another way, man. You know, say, nah, I ain't taking that shit. Nah, I ain't going with that, man. Because what you know, that is not good for you, man. Okay. And this, like I said, this also goes to show you who's in power, man. Okay, and these people are crying out about being sick and, you know, having all these ailments and all these, you know, but in that you have to get some knowledge. You have to understand what's going on around you. Look around you, you know, pay attention, you know. And in doing that, you're gonna have more understanding of what's going on, and then, you know, through the spirit, you'll be able to avoid certain things, man. You won't fall for everything. How they say it, if you stand for something, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, you know. It says on Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay, and people are mourning out. This man's own people are speaking against him, telling him of the evil shit he is doing. You know, and people are mourning right now. Why? Because the wicked beareth rule. So if the wicked beareth rule, you should know that these devils ain't, you know, they ain't right, man. You gotta be, you have to be skeptical of everything that they do and everything that they say and everything that they have, man. You know, you have to be skeptical. Okay, beware. These people are not for your best interests, and that's why they put these certain devices out that, you know, it's flashy, it's techie. You know, it seems more convenient, but the whole time, you know, and you know, all you do is end up losing one, and then you paid $130 for one headset at this point. You know, one headphone now. You know, so it's really not that convenient, anyways. But suppose it's supposed to be convenient, and that's the same thing they're talking about when they're bringing in this damn Corrugba, man. Convenience. Okay, and that's going to emit radiation, man, and put sores and bushes throughout your body. Let's grab that. Let's grab that, man, because that right there just go to show you, you know, that, and this is why we can't get comfortable here, man. You know, ain't no getting comfortable here. Plus, it's not our rest. Don't get, she putting the headphones, she smiling. Don't be doing that, man. You know, Revelation chapter 16, verse 2, and the first went out and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there went a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image, which is the New World Order. The mark of the beast is that RFID microchip they want you to take and put in and implant inside your body. Okay, they want you to implant this technology inside your body. All these chips that's in your phone and your headphones and your Apple Watch, they eventually want you to put it in your body. And the same radiation that emits from those phones and those headphones and your Apple Watch are going to be radiating inside your body, okay, which is going to cause grievous sores. So if this radiation can cause grievous sores inside your body, you know, and cause you cancer outside your body, you know, how much more when they put it inside you, man. You know, so don't be simple. You know, beware.
Avoid radiation by using an air tube headset. Hi, August Bryce here, getting the radio frequency levels, also called RF or microwave radiation, on Apple's AirPods. Watch the meter on the left for the maximum level in units called microwatts per centimeter squared. They're going to climb as it measures the continuing signal, and the readout's going to freeze on the highest level. The meter on the right, those LED lights are showing a real...
And honestly, I want to get one of these meters, man, because you put this meter to something, you find out that it's radiation everywhere. Okay, everything is emitting radiation, and you know, the more you understand that, you know, and get away from it, the better. And also, they have these things called I think it's called EMF rocks. Okay, and it's like pretty much like copper, you know, wire, and I have one, or I have a few. But you set those up, you set them in the sun, and then they recharge, and you set those up around your house or your room. You know, I usually have one sitting by my TV, you know, and that's cancels out a lot of that radiation, man. You know, so you got to be, you know, aware of these things. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, which means his evil plans. Okay, we ain't ignorant of how this man get down and what he doing behind the scenes. Okay, so that's how he's not going to get an advantage of us. If you are ignorant of these things, he is going to get the advantage of you. He's going to have you. You're going to have to submit to him in one way, form, or fashion, man. Okay, If you get fucking a serious ailment where you got to go to the hospital and this, that, and the third, you know, that's what he wants. That's what he wants. So he can, you know, further poison you. And when the time comes, stab you up with that karagma, man. You know, and that's gonna be the and that's gonna be the death kill, for real, for real. Okay, so when you measure these things by the scriptures, you know, hey man, okay, something ain't right, man. What did the Lord tell us? And that's why we make a big deal about seeking out the old paths, man. Just stick with the old fashioned. Don't be trying to modernize shit and, you know, put this new age and new era and modernity on shit, because before you know it, your ass is gonna be going off, man, or killing yourself at the same time, if not both. It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 10, it says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching," man, act like he the best thing for you. "Yet take good heed and beware of him." Watch this devil, man. Pay attention. It says, and thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. And that's what that's their goal, is to overthrow you and to stand up in your place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And at thy last, and thou at the last, remember my words and be pricked there. So you gotta be thinking about this every time you go around these devils. Okay, I can't trust this devil. I gotta be like, let me watch this devil, man. You know. And I keep you from being, you know, deceived by these devils. That's why we call them the deceiver, the devil, because they are deceivers. It says, "Who will pity a charmer or that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come now wild beast?" So you go to this devil, play on his technology, and you get jacked up. Who's going to pity you? Nobody can pity you, because you should have, you should have known this man was a damn serpent, the damn devil. It says, "So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, and in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood." They don't just want your life. They want your kids. They want their kids. They want generations, man. So they ain't just satisfied with blood. They want more. Okay. "If adversity come upon thee, and thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee," man. Okay, and I remember even when I got my phone, I always had the older iPhones. I always had for the longest time I had the 7. And I love the 7 because it still had the headphone jack, where I could still just go get a regular set of headphones, plug them to the headphone jack. So I kept it for a long time, but eventually the updates stopped updating. And they do that on purpose, so you would get the newer phones, and get rid of the older phones. I still have my 7. I use it for my other videos, and it's all messed up, but it still worked. But that's why sometimes I try to play the blue letter, be sounding all sketchy and etchy, because the speaker's messed up or whatever. So the phone's going bad. But when I got my new phone, okay, which it ain't a damn 13, it ain't an X, it ain't none of that shit. Okay, it's like an SE, so it's like the next thing above a 7 or something. All right, and I noticed that whenever the flash is on, say the flash is on in my pocket or something, or the flash is touching me, that shit will burn you, bro. It like burns, but for some reason it doesn't leave a mark. I was hoping it would leave a mark so I can sue their ass, but it doesn't leave a mark, but it will burn you. Okay, it will start to irritate your skin, And I noticed that when I first got this phone, man. So hey, as things get close and close to the end, you have to be more and more circumspect. Let's grab that. I was just thinking about what scripture I was thinking about just a minute ago, and the Spirit brought it right back to me. That's the Spirit of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, man. Okay. You gotta understand what time we in, man. Understand what time we in. And if you don't understand, if you don't want to understand it, then you gonna find out the hard way anyways, man. Okay, one way or another. It says, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 16. "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." Don't be walking around like being simple, man. Just being simple, He says, "See then that you walk circumspectly." Circum means circular, and spec means to look. Okay, so you're supposed to be looking around at, all your surroundings, man. You're supposed to be alert. You're supposed to be watching. The scripture says, watch as well as pray. Okay, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Okay, and that word evil goes into bad times, ill times. So we coming this, we in some bad times, but this ain't the time to be simple, being naive, just going with the flow, going with the crowd, trusting the science. Hell nah, man, trusting YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. But that being said, I'm going to say shalom, kwame shalom, abad, babal, shalom.